Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Great run last time if you ignore the lost run in the middle of it. We had, you know, your standard freaking mom's knife super overpowered run. CJ6B NJWN. Let's do this as Isaac. I'm excited to get some momentum. Fuck it, let's try it, man. You only live once! You only YOLO once! Okay, well, we lost a heart but gained 4 cents. It's not that bad. It could have been worse. Oh, and Mom's Wig is an acceptable choice. Apparently, Mom's Wig also heals you. That's a new one for me. Why? You know what? Don't ask questions if you don't want the answer. Okay, there we go. We traded half a heart for 2 cents. Apparently, you know, 1 heart for 4 cents is the going exchange rate, and they do take, you know, they do take a payment plan. Truncated transactions if you're interested. This is a good start. I'm excited. Mom's Wig is a great item. Incentivizes Hive Mind, not that it needs it. We're already over 5 cents. We paid for that to happen, apparently, but, you know, like we paid with our blood. But blood is easier to come by than money. Which is a fucking terrifying sentence, if you really think about it. Also fucking terrifying is this room, and I hate it, and go fuck yourself. Oh, we're just spawning so many spiders, man. Mom's Wig is coming through in the clutch here. Would we rather have a bomb or a nickel? Like, that's what it comes down to here. I don't think if we place the bomb, we can get out of this. Like, I don't think we can get both of them. There's some bomb rocks hanging about downtown by myself, and I got too much time, and I've been thinking about myself, and there she was. Like disco yeah, I remember. Who doesn't remember Marcy Playground? Whatever happened to those musicians? I smell sex and candy, yeah. Must be pretty hot in here. Candied largely, doesn't have much of an aroma. Intercourse, though, can be stinky, yeah. That's why you do it in the privacy of your home. That, I'm sorry to the 1,000 people that just unsubscribed for that. Anyway, let's just not die against the haunt. Like, that's a big part. Oh, that solves a lot of problems. Yeah, let's not die against the haunt. That'll help me out here. Let's try it, okay? If we're gonna have to use 2 bombs anyway, let's give it a shot. Oh, it sort of worked. We might have even been able to swing that. So why am I gonna do this? Why am I gonna put a bomb down like here? Because there might be a crawl space contained. It's unlikely, but it's worth a shot. Possibly get to our secret room, but honestly, I'm really happy with like where we're at right now. If we can get like a spirit heart or something, or just like more DPS here. It would be a shame to leave the floor without having a spirit heart and then take damage from a deal with the devil. That would be poor play, so I'm convincing myself to go back to try to get into that shop. We might not be able to, but it's okay. Come on, Mom's Wig. Now would be the perfect time to pay out with a spider. Just speed this up. You know we're not going to die against Pin. You might as well just, like, you know, expedite the process here. Pin's the easy boss on the cellar. And, you know, I gotta say, for all the, you know, conjecture about, oh, the haunt shows up all the time at the most inopportune times, the game does a really good job of putting Pin there always. Pin is, like, by far my most commonly fought cellar boss, I think. And I'm very happy about that because it gives you a really good opportunity to not die on the first floor regardless of who you're playing as. Figured we'd go for it there. I'm looking for the secret room to see if we can bomb our way into our shop. Alright, that doesn't seem like it's going to be possible. Good. That was fun. So what do we do now? I don't think we spend a bomb, honestly. I think we save it. Unless we find a tinted rock that I've been previously not privy to, but I don't think that's going to be the case. So we save our bomb in the hopes of finding a tinted rock on the next floor, which we can abuse in order to get a spirit heart and probably snag a deal with the devil. Easy come, easy go. We'll check it. Not my favorite. You always, if possible, you'd like to see a demon judgment and a judgment in there, but we don't need any like, deal with the devil fluffing here. We're going to get a deal with the devil if we don't get hit. It doesn't get simpler than that, you know? We're in the Pete Weber territory now. Strike to claim it, and he got it! Dang it right, I did it! It's a reverential, if you're watching, Pete, it's reverential. It's not meant as a parody. I'm amazed with your clutch bowling acumen, and, you know, I'm pleased that you were able to shut down whoever was trash-talking you in the audience. That's got to be a very euphoric feeling, as evidenced by the magnitude of your reaction. Just, like, if you could stop jumping, thank you. Hey, I don't really mind. I guess we managed to make, like, a pretty sweet spider army there, which made it so I didn't take damage against that annoying spider who hits me all the freaking time. And finally, we have a Tinted Rock, and it is on a room where I really should not be taking damage. So, I'm feeling pretty good about this. It is 2 Spirit Hearts, which should set me up nicely to be able to play that Blood Bank and get a deal with the devil. We are on the cellar. I'll take it. We are on the cellar, so I'm a little concerned about the haunts. We got so much, like, buffer zone here, though. We got a lot of space, HP-wise, to take ourselves to fruition here. Take ourselves to tuition. Hot and fresh out the kitchen. Mama rolling her body, got every man in here wishing. We didn't need to blow up our donation machine here, but I think at this point, I've just come to terms with the fact that I'm a bad man when it comes to that donation machine. We're going to play the crap out of our blood bank, too. And we have a charge, which we can use, perhaps on the boss room item. Probably not on the deal with the devil, unless we also manage to pick up, like, Goat Head or Book of Belial or something early. But Book of Belial I wouldn't keep. I would just, you know, I probably wouldn't take it in general, I guess. We're going to be a little slow if we're talking about boss rush type stuff, but it doesn't really matter all that much. I'll just be happy to be alive, basically. Bombs? No bombs. Money, though. A good amount of money. Let's do it. It's the Widow. I think the Widow is the least tanky of all the first floor bosses. So it's a pretty exciting fight for me, because we got through this without having to fight the Haunt. Widow, probably the 3rd most common cellar boss, which is also pretty nice, because it's, like, the 2nd easiest, I think. Sure, we occasionally have to fight, the Haunt. That's not so bad. Fistula's more annoying, man. I think the Haunt is not so bad because of its prodigiousness. The fact that you end up fighting it all the fucking time means you're well practiced on it. I mean, we beat it on that Lost run without even coming close to taking damage, really. Not too close, anyway. Let's see what we got here first before we start to get too involved. People are going to be asking, hey, why'd you take BFF before you even had any familiars? We expect that we're going to get familiars or orbitals, and Sacrificial Dagger is a big one there. Even though our damage is poor, and I'll just say it, it's poor right now. Our damage with Sacrificial Dagger is going to be incredible. Obviously, something like Hive Mind would really work well for me as well. I'd be excited to have that. Sacrificial Dagger is not even just like a fine, I need to deal with the devil precedent, so I'll take it. It's good enough. What do we want here? Blood Bag would be nice, man, but mostly just enough money to really sustain our, like, shop production for the future. So I actually am going to come up here and play this 3 more times. Got 4 more cents, and we're not really at a good risk of death. We'll do that, and we picked up Virgo, man. That's amazing. All pills will be not bad. And the invincibility. And that period of invincibility is going to be crazy good when it comes to Sacrificial Dagger plus BFF. If we get that period of invincibility, anything is dead, including bosses. Maybe even up to and including... we probably don't need anything. Oh, we should take the pill. Let's see what it is. Up to and including maybe the late game bosses. Sweet, man. You know what? Just to be safe, I'm going to pick that up. I don't think we need another Spirit Heart. We just need some kind of raw survivability. So that pickup there is important, I think. Do we have a bomb in there? Like, I hate to spend all our money, but, you know, we just got this money to get an advantage out of it. Is anyone disappointed with the advantages we've gotten so far? We spent 13 cents on an HP upgrade and a red heart. I think that's fairly well balanced. And then a bomb, which paid out with a bomb. Okay, so, I mean, that one maybe is a little bit more disappointing, but at least we checked it. Alrighty. Down to the next floor, and feeling very, very confident. Our damage, our ability to deal damage is high. Our damage itself is relatively low. Our HP is enormous, but not full right now. And the Yera rune is, you know, run-long escort mission now, essentially. We're going to be using this, hopefully on the chest, unless I make some kind of catastrophic mistake. And, you know, buckle in. If you're the kind of person who hates watching me take preventable damage by having, you know, multiple orbitals here with BFF, you're not going to be a big fan of what's going to happen here. I'm going to use Book of Revelations in the hopes that we fight Pestilence and get another Cube of Meat, which is also just going to make our damage that much better with our orbitals. But, I mean, we have... Ooh, I can't justify that yet. There is a charge in here, so I'll pick that up and we'll go fight the boss and see maybe if we get a deal with the devil or something. If not, we can always reroll Book of Revelations, which is, you know, very much on my to-do list anyway. We seem to fight that champion more than, like, the actual, like, the vanilla version of that boss. But now we got 2 orbitals, that's even better, makes it easier. Shoop to Whoop is a bad item, and I don't care who knows it. We're going to do more exploration, because I would like to get a more charges, basically. And actually, the more practice I get with... oh, that's so good. The more practice I get with these orbitals, the better. And we're starting to build up some base damage as well. And, you know, that base damage is going to be integral for when I stop walking into enemies. Because eventually, probably, my Spirit Heart Reservoir is going to run dry here. That was not smart. I tried to use Ball of Bandages to do some damage. Wouldn't recommend it. Oh, the sneeze. Oh, man. You never realize how violent that is until you got a bunch of stitches in your mouth. That's okay. That one really, it affected me on a deep personal level. No bombs, but, you know, if we get 2 bombs, well, if we get 1 bomb, we'll be able to get everything in there, so that's very good. Hopefully we get a bomb here. This guy, you gotta kill the old-fashioned way, aka the way you should be doing it anyway, but... A second battery there is a huge get. We can use that to get another charge on the D6 for Shoop to Whoop. And we got lucky, there's only 1 room available, but I'm happy we got it. Probably, like, yeah, it took that guy very close to death. Gotta watch out, these guys shoot. Any enemy that shoots as you approach it is gonna be a little tricky, and Virgo means good pills. Health up. So one of those must have been a health down that we then converted into a health up. So, we're going to be about a minute shy of boss rush, but this floor was well worth it, and you never know, we could come back. Not that boss rush is the be-all, end-all, but if we can come back, we can come back, man. We might as well give it a shot. Doctor's Remote is pretty bad. You know what? Okay, so we could use Doctor's Remote to get those bombs, get those red hearts, but then we'd have to walk all the way back, get the D6, walk all the way back, get the battery, walk all the way back, reroll Doctor's Remote. I don't want the bombs or the HP that badly. This is a matter of personal preference. It is the right choice to do that. But you know, it's the right choice to eat your vegetables. It's the right choice to do your homework. It's the right choice to get 60 minutes of exercise every day. It's the right choice to, you know, not overspend. It's the right choice to save 20 to 25% of your take-home income every month so that you can have a sustainable retirement. My point is, people choose to make the right decision in things that they really care about, and they choose to make the convenient decision for things that they don't necessarily think are going to have that enormous of an effect. That's what I've done right now. Everybody's a hypocrite in that regard, myself included. Why did I take Nearsighted Friend? We had no other options. It all comes down to that for that. So we're like, 2 minutes shy. And, you know, the later into the game you are and still being slow, the more clear it becomes that, you know, it's probably not going to happen. But that's okay. Let's work our way through here. I'm not pleased with the damage that I took. You know what? Nearsighted Friend, BFF, it might be slightly less god-awful than Nearsighted Friend, no BFF. It might be functionally exactly the same. That was the worst dodge of all time. You can be mad at me for that one. I got a little overeager and dodged into a shot that never should have hit me. But in my defense, our damage is still pretty bad. If I had like 20/20 right now and I was still mostly using orbitals, you have my permission to be a little madder, but you know, we picked up the mark. It's not going to be that enormous of a coup for us, but it's great, and if we could get more damage upgrades in the future, it would be even greater. I love the mark from the curse room, because it's like, first off, it's a damage upgrade. Secondly, you even get a Spirit Heart back, so like bare minimum you broke even. Yo, paralysis is not a good pill, game. Displeased with that. Luck up though. Okay, now I feel suddenly not so bad. Hopefully we pick up some damage here so the temptation is removed to just constantly use orbitals. Oh, that was so much worse. I didn't want to reroll it at first. I was, oh, you know, that battery there is a pretty good get. I was like, this is okay. We'll get some bombs, and the bombs will be, you know, somewhat potent. Basically, like, each bomb is like 1/5 of a Necronomicon or something like that. But I'll re-roll to try to get something amazing, and it turned into something not so amazing. But Skinny Odd Mushroom is something we can build on. It's a speed upgrade, which is useful for us. At least it really feels like a speed upgrade. Don't do this. So that's awesome. That's something that was necessary. Lard did slow us down slightly, I think. Let me out. Let me out! And, we still got to keep our Yarrow rune for sure. And our rate of fire obviously goes way up. So that's a huge get for us here. And even if our damage, like our damage stat, is still not particularly strong, our DPS gets a huge boost as a result of that. So I'm happy. We still have an extremely good chance of getting a deal with the devil on this floor. We got the HP necessary to give up to make it work. So I would very much like to. I just hope that we're able to get a reroll back in time. Man, I love that those guys just have such good aim with that. I'm not even being sarcastic. I think it's really cool. Well, we are not going to get a reroll in time. That's the Isaac. Oh, I really thought we'd be able to do that. That was the Isaac and Ratchet and Clank crossover. No, wait, Lilo and Stitch. I got the wrong and an end. That went very well, though. No deal with the devil. And you know what? I'm happy with this. I'm not happy we got no deal with the devil, but I'm happy with this. Let's just head down to the next floor, honestly. I'm going to put a little bit of a move on. We already went to the item room and definitely could not have gone to the shop. So I don't think we're losing too much by coming down here, and we're giving ourselves a very small chance at coming out ahead on the boss rush room. There we go, invincibility. I'm assuming with high luck stat, we have a better chance of Virgo giving us invincibility. We have gotten 2 luck upgrades so far, nothing to sneeze at. Placenta, thank you for the HP. I've really got to stop hemorrhaging Spirit Hearts, because this is still deal with the devil fuel right now. You know, we don't have anything else that we can... We don't have a goat head, basically. We don't have a Book of Belial. We gotta stick with what we're given. 1 bomb for a charge is a good deal. And there is a Tinted Rock here. We should be able to, yeah, like, get both if we want them. Yeah, that's good. So we know that there's a charge back here. I'll probably forget because we're on a Curse of the Lost, but that's okay. And we know that up is a dead end there. When Shania Twain said on her failed comeback album, Up, 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 it can only go up from here, she was wrong in more ways than one. Yeah, look at that multi-millionaire record-setting recording artist who is also Canadian. She's probably really burned up about your comments there, you snarky piece of shit. Alright. Don't hate, appreciate, man. Lucky me. Almost back to full HP here as well. Chance to get an arcade on the next floor. Every time I say arcade, I want to say RKO out of nowhere. It's a bad habit I'm trying to get out of the habit of. I am going to try this, and it was the greatest decision I've made in my adult life. Next to getting married, of course. We don't want that. We'll take Juicy Sack. Yeah, sticky babies, man. Don't let me be negative about that one. Go left here. And you know what? Now we don't need to get the battery charge right away. We can get it if we need it. So that'll save us a little time if we're interested. Because the door will always be open to the devil room. Now we don't need to worry about Spirit Hearts so much. For deal with the devil purposes, at least, it comes down to basically our absolute HP, which we're very, very strong in. That goat head pickup is amazing. I think we're going to get a full charge around our boss fight anyway. I was going to say we have a good chance of getting a deal with the devil. This is correct. We have a really good chance of getting a deal with the devil. The only reason it wouldn't be 100 is because I would forget. I don't think I'm going to go to the shop, honestly, until we... I don't want to blow up our donation machine anymore, unless we absolutely need something. Like, I'm being real cruel to this donation machine. I don't know why it continues to hang around with me. I'm being an outright asshole. I'm trying to reform my ways a little bit there. That was not very smart. That was even less smart, but at least we replenished our HP a little bit. Yeah, boss rush is a pipe dream. That's alright. We got a Yarrow rune. Eases the pain. That's okay. Again, I'm taking damage, but With Goathead, it's irrelevant. It's all about our absolute HP. And with Placenta Little Chad, we'd be expecting our absolute HP to stay pretty high. In a way, I dislike it because it allows me to play pretty sloppily. Old Bandage is going to really help out that as well. But we're going to be gaining so many red hearts on a regular basis here. And all of a sudden, that's not worth as much as it used to be. So we'll take Abaddon. Why take Abaddon first? Because I'm an idiot. But I also wanted to reroll these, but I didn't want to reroll Abaddon. So in a way, it was kind of the only choice. And now with Whore of Abaddon, we should have an awful lot of damage. A little bit of a riskier position HP-wise. I really should get out of the habit now of using our orbitals. Because our damage is going to be super good. Ideally. And our spiders are going to be better. That's always good news. Who doesn't like a good spidering now and then? Try to just... I mean, I hate to say it, but I'm still like... I'm used to the damage our orbitals do, and it's hard for me to quit, man. A Dark Bum pickup would be so useful right now. Because we're going to get so many red hearts. Placenta's not going to help us out anymore, but... Old Bandage and Little Chad especially. And also just those chests. Why didn't I take a contract from below? I don't know. I was just kind of like, I don't think we need consumables right now. I think we're at the point where consumables are not as relevant as statistical increases. This is alright. Just wait a second. Might even be able to bait it out this way. Save a couple seconds. Alright, we should give... Yes, hello. You're gonna go? Alright, you too. I'll see you soon. Well, maybe soon, but soonish. We don't have a reroll yet, so let's not go to the curse room yet. Now we've got to think about that a little bit more closely because we're going to be having a little bit more of an issue with, like, spirit hearts. We're going to need to try to get as many spirit hearts as possible from a variety of different, well, any different source that'll take us, basically. Oh! Guppy's Paw. Not good, but good enough to... Not good for us now, but good enough to reroll. And then Dead Cat, okay. We're not... It's great, don't get me wrong. But we're not Guppy yet. Curse of the Blind, real weird there, but also a great curse room. 2 Guppy items from a curse room is just incredible. But I was not perturbed. I was trying to reconcile, like, oh, we went from 0 to 2 Guppy items in like a second, and then also we got 9 lives out of it. I really thought our invincibility would last longer than that. This is fine though. It did ruin Whore of Babylon. So I wish that... I was going to say I wish that they came up in the opposite order, but that doesn't even make any sense. How could they come up in the opposite order? You pick up 9 lives, then all of a sudden it rematerializes into another item? You know, use your brain here. It's weird. That's Curse of the Blind, though. That's why I like it. It mixes things up. I didn't realize there was still creep on the ground. Portable slot. Ooh. Ooh. We're going to reroll Telepathy for Dummies, because it could be any variety of damage increases. Best friend. That's still, like, really bad. And then I think we're just on our way to our boss fight. It didn't really work out the best for us. We've slipped a little bit on this run. I mean, the Whore of Babylon pickup now looks really dumb. But, let's be honest, with Goathead, we would be assuming we'd have at least one chance to pick up another item for 1 red heart on a shop. Or, sorry, on a deal with the devil. I'd be very surprised if we couldn't do that. And I'm going to just go fight this boss without the reroll being ready. Because I don't think we're going to get another reroll on this floor anyway. Maybe a little bit naive, but I don't think there's that many rooms left. Really want to get Sacrificial Dagger in there. Ball of Bandages is a decent second option, but definitely Sacrificial Daggers are principal damage dealer there. Very, very dumb damage. But I think we should still be fine. There is a Tinted Rock there, so don't let me forget about that. Yeah, okay, that's good stuff. Any 2 heart deal is usually a takeable item. You get a Spirit Heart out of that in the end anyway. But it being Brimstone is huge for us, because it's not just Brimstone, it's Brimstone Whore of Babylon. Really helps out our spiders as well. Curse of the Blind again. This is really dangerous when it comes to our deal with the devil that we're guaranteed to get here. In a way, I kind of just hope that it's Krampus. It saves us from having the opportunity to make a terrible decision. There's so many good devil items for this run, though. Any Guppy item or Dark Bum. So it's going to be hard. It depends how many Spirit Hearts I have when I get there. I know I have 9 lives, but I really don't want to lose this one and respawn with 1 Red Heart and lose not only permanent Polaroid invincibility, which is going to be hugely helpful with our orbitals, but, with our orbital damage, I should say, but Whore of Babylon, of course. If that was a red chest, I would do it, but it isn't, so I'm not. A lot of Brimstone Mom's Knife action today. I think the game's taking a little pity on me, and you know what? I'm not going to say no to it. I appreciate it a lot. I don't think it's that worthwhile. Could be a Spirit Heart in there, but the odds of it are not amazing. So yeah, it's an important floor. The thing is, like, if I take a deal with the devil for 3 Spirit Hearts, it kills me. If it's something truly shitty, that's a big loss. Like, if it's Ghost Baby or something. Yeah, we have BFF, but it's fucking Ghost Baby, right? But if it's something great, or even something that just gives us HP back, like Ceremonial Robes, then it's a big loss if we don't take it. But, you know, there's no way for us to plan for that. I think we gotta, you know, they say the devil you know is better than the devil you don't. They say the best classes go to the fastest. Sorry, Mr. West, there's no good classes. Not even electives, not even prerequisites. You mean I missed my major by a couple of seconds? Now I'm in the shop class or the basket weaving with all the rest of these motherfuckers underachieving. That's Late by Kanye West from his 2005 sophomore smash hit, Late Registration. It's a good album. I like it. Produced by John Bryan. A lot of people don't know who John Bryan is. John Bryan, he did the score and the soundtrack for Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. He's a mainstay in Los Angeles. Used to do weekly sets at the Largo, where he'd, you know, play his own lounge-influenced cover. Not like Richard Cheese, but, you know, like kind of piano bar type stuff. He's a good producer. If you're looking for a producer for your next album, I would recommend John Bryan. Never worked with him personally. I prefer to self-produce all my own hip-hop just to, you know, I want you to know that it's me that's doing it, but, you know, in case you're in the market, there you go. Alright, Triachnid. Little concerned, because I hate Daddy Longlegs. For some reason, Triachnid always seems to be a little easier. We got HP up, and then Krampus. So, in a way, I've ruined my own Whore of Babylon here. Fuck it, we're rerolling it. We don't want either of them. Pentagram. Hey, that's... I think that was a smart choice. If we got Krampus instead, we could have rerolled it anyway, but what do we want to do with Lump of Coal? It doesn't affect Brimstone anymore. At least that's my understanding of events, is that it doesn't affect Brimstone anymore. Right, I keep thinking we have the ability to fly. It's the Guppy Curse, man. What's the Guppy Curse? It's the curse of always thinking you have Guppy because you always have Guppy. It's gonna hurt twice. Where's my Yarrow Rune? Didn't I have a Yarrow Rune? I am an idiot. Gotta try this. I just noticed, too. That's the other thing that burns me up a little bit. That's a huge disappointment. Oh, well. Or is that on the... That might have been on the last run. I don't remember. Few things burn people up, though, more than wasting a Yarrow Rune. And I feel that, man. It's a good opportunity to make the game more absurd. So I feel dumb. Especially dumber because it took me so long to realize it. But sure, we'll take a Rosary Bead. I know you're going to come down here. I'm just going to keep making these clicky-clacky noises until you're excited enough to show your face. Oh. I mean, again, I can't stress enough that there's no excuse not to take that money, except laziness. But you got to choose what to be, you know, everybody's lazy about something in their lives, man. You got to be realistic about it. Better to be lazy about the penny there. Save my limited reservoirs of self-control for something that's a little bit more relevant. Like, hey, let's go wait a second to get this chest and then see what's inside of it, and then run away in the other direction. I We do have vision on this floor. Figure this will be relatively fast here, so we might as well check and see what's in our second secret room. Or regular secret room. The second secret room was actually up there. 1 bomb. Alright. It's okay. Could have played you. I don't really want more HP. I'm still harboring this notion that we could get rid of the existing HP that we already have. Let's do this, Mom's Heart. We ruined permanent Polaroid invincibility, too. That's what burns me up more than anything, man, because that's the BFF Sacrificial Dagger permanent Polaroid invincibility trifecta there is absurdly good. Oh, there we go. We still got some Virgo invincibility. And look at how much damage that does. That's why I'm burned up over it, man. I want to make sure that I can actually do that reliably, if possible. Cathedral should be pretty easy here. One-shotting the Widow with a little spider-based help. I can live with that. Juicy Sack helping out a lot. I hope that was Rosary Bead that helped us get that Spirit Heart so I can feel like I had a little bit of a hand in it. I didn't do anything, but I chose for that to show up. Might as well try it, you know, see if this takes us a little closer to the boss fight. I'm going to use this as a divining rod. Help us find some water. And by water, I mean the blood of an infant. Isaac here. Oh, yeah, it helped me find water, as in my tears, because I had to do a big room. There's something up at the top there? No, just a weird layout. Yeah, don't do what I did there. I would recommend against it. For fuck's sake, don't throw on this run. You got, you know, Brimstone. We have Whore of Babylon, but in some ways we don't. But that's my own fault, actually. Like, as much as I could blame the game for that, I don't want to give the game credit for trolling me there, you know? The game didn't get me. I got myself by picking that up. It was just a very short-sighted decision. You know, you always want to check on that stuff. Or not check on that stuff. If you don't need the HP, or even worse, you don't want the HP, just leave the Curse of the Blind boss item behind. There's a really good chance that it's HP. That's like, I've done it before. Like, I've done it properly before, so I can't be like, oh, how could you, game? It's not like when you telepills on, you know, Womb 2 and end up having to go fight Satan instead when you didn't know what the pill was. Like, that kind of shit, it is preventable, but it's a much more fringe case. This is like 101. Don't pick up don't ruin Whore of Babylon for a chance to get like Latchkey. We'll fight this room, and then we'll go back and we'll see what that tarot card is, just to save ourselves a little bit of time here. You got to be done soon. There we go. Come on, flies. These flies are spiders. These spiders are good, man. It'd be nice to get a few more of them, but Mom's Wig, Juicy Sack working in concert together, like Yo Mama. I know it's Yo Yo Ma. It was a cheap joke, okay? Chariot is incredible, actually. I'll probably use that immediately against Isaac. The extra invincibility from it is too good to pass up. Too bad we can't use said invincibility here against these guys. This is freaking me out, man. We actually may need to use it against Isaac to survive. You know, if we end up respawning with 9 lives, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but I'd really rather avoid it, at least in the near future. Okay, good chariot card. Did a lot of good stuff there. Nice little spider army. If we can get them to actually get in there and deal some damage, that'd be nice. You can see, like, our brimstone damage, it pales in comparison for now. You know, the BFF Sacrificial Dagger, man, it ain't anything to fuck with. That's why I use it so much. It's unfuckwithable. Like, just by going in there for a half second when he couldn't attack, we did more damage than 3 brimstone shots with my current damage, too. So, you can understand my, my concern here, and you can understand why I make the decisions that I make, hopefully. But it should be unlosable. Whether or not it is another question for another day. Certainly, we want the body in Common Cold. The Strange Attractor with Brimstone could be good, but it's going to fuck up our orbitals, so I'm going to re-roll them both, and it worked out fantastically for us. We will probably end up taking the Scapular. The problem with it is that I don't see any easy way for us to get to a half-heart interval short of picking up Lards, so... Well, or taking damage and then picking up a half-heart, but with Curse of the Unknown, it's hard to guarantee that. What an ugly Brimstone laser here. Not to push my own values of beauty on it or anything like that. I think we'll end... I like Scapular. People still get up my butt. Oh, Northern Line, how could you play the game for so long and still not know what Scapular does? We get down to a half heart, Scapular gives you a Spirit Heart. You have to be a half heart at red hearts, though. I know what it does. I'm admittedly slightly ignorant of when to use it to do things like break the game. I'll be the first to admit that. But I understand its usefulness. In this particular situation, I think it's a little bit less useful than what we could possibly get on a reroll. But it might be more useful as well. I don't know if there's a right decision here. It's all based on probability, you know? The thing that works out best for us might not be the right decision. It might have just worked out for us. It might be the mathematically poorest decision we could have made. So we obviously still have black hearts here. Well, this is more rerollable. I'll take it because of the Tears upgrade. Obviously, the splash damage is not particularly strong with Brimstone. It would be sweet if it worked, though. That was satisfying. Yeah, the Tears upgrade is super nice, though. We'll take Wiggle Worm. It's going to fuck up our Spirit Hearts, but... like our ability to get Spirit Hearts, but Wiggle Worm looks so cool with Brimstone that I can't say no. And all of a sudden, we're doing an awful lot of damage with our Brimstone laser here. Shouldn't have canceled that shot. That's okay. Don't really need that key anymore. Unless we find a key beggar, that's the one situation in which it would make sense to definitely go back to pick that up. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming Scorpio plus Common Cold stacked together. They each, I believe, offer like a percentage chance on each tick to have the chance to do poison damage, depending on whether or not the enemy was recently poisoned. So I don't see why they wouldn't work together. And again, it just means, you know, Scapular is still back there awaiting reroll. But we'll probably get another item that we can reroll instead. Mostly, I hate backtracking. We're going to backtrack. Otherwise, we should at least pick it up. You never know if maybe you pick up a half heart and all of a sudden it ends up saving you. In fact, I think we're at a half heart interval now, so why don't we... As much as I hate to eat my own words, we're going to take Scapular. Now, the real question here, to have 100% or at least like 90-something% confidence in a win, why take the quarter, man? Can we beat Isaac without taking damage if we have like 9 cracks at it? I think the answer is probably like very much so, yes. But we're gonna have to put our money where our mouth is if we take too much damage on the lead up here, which has been happening so far, so a little scared. Oh, and then Placenta paid out there, so yeah, it's really hard to stay at a half heart interval with Placenta, but we might have been at a full heart interval and then that put us at a half heart interval. I don't know. I guess we're gonna fly blind here, and then if Scapular ends up saving our lives, well, we won't even know because we'll just have invincibility, and then it'll give us a Spirit Heart, and then we'll get invincibility again. So it's gonna be very hard to tell. But I think we're pretty good here. Anytime we get invincibility, Virgo or otherwise, we run in there. We run in there and do a lot of damage to Blue Baby. He shouldn't be able to survive more than one of those, and if we just get as much free damage done as possible, should be relatively unlosable if our HP is as decent as I expect it is. Okay. Okay, let's do this. Ideal goal here, don't get hit at all. But if we get hit, get that invincibility done. Might as well practice for not getting hit on this boss fight in case we have to, you know, do it. So that didn't proc Virgo invincibility or permanent Polaroid invincibility. So I think we probably have a little bit more HP, but it can't be guaranteed. But I think that's going to do it. Those flies are really helping us out. I mean, I didn't mean to sandbag, but that ended up being easier than expected. For now, though, thanks for watching. We're back with another random run where we hopefully don't get the loss next. For now, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And, of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, I'll see you next time, which should be shortly.